two couplings right here, $205. 205 bucks right here. Stuff ain't cheap. Alrighty, so here's what we got going on. This is my PTO shaft. Alright. As you can see, this bottom end here is longer than this. Now if I put this together like this and drop my implement down, all this weight's gonna push back into the tractor and crack my gearbox back here. So definitely don't want to do that. I mean, I haven't done this before. This is the first time I've done it. I have an idea. I mean, I need to cut some length off of each end. So I've measured 3 inches, about this much here, about that much here on this end. That's what I think I need to take off. That's gonna put the shafts about here on the inside. And I don't know if it's gonna need a little bit more than that, like a little bit further back, like this. But I can cut it. I can cut it again if I need to. I'd rather have to cut this again or trash this up or whatever versus risking not cutting this short enough and messing up my gearbox. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start off with this is my length for the shaft itself. So I need to cut back the protective sheathing here again once I get the actual shaft right here cut. So I'm just gonna make one cut through everything first, get my shaft cut up to where I want it to be, and then I will carefully cut back the sheathing on it. So, all right, get to cutting. I can see the shaft on the inside. I'm about halfway through it. Pretty decent cut. Yeah, dude, that was clean. I want to account for the variation of the lands if this tiller drops below grade, so it does not damage my tractor. Alright. Imagine cutting this by hand. Ha! I like to stop and take a second to just breathe. Yahtzee. So this is my length that I've come up with so far. So you can see on each end, right? That's essentially the gap we're looking for, I think. And then I think the sheathing, I'm supposed to cut back a little bit. Yeah, so I can grab it and put it into itself. But otherwise, I mean, that would not really need to be cut because obviously it'll fit together just like that. But, yeah, all right. Let's see a nice big burr on that one on the bottom. Get that guy off. That's a clean cut though, guys. I like that. Thing worked out pretty good. I mean, this is a very hardened steel, or I think it's steel. That was not extremely easy to cut through, but that's why this is allowed to do what it does, because it's so freaking strong. I don't know if I had the right blade. I got the Diablo, whatever, carbide tooth, you know. And this little battery actually killed it. Sean. It's down to 1 bar left now, but this thing got me through it the rest of the way there, man. All right, let's clean this thing up. Whoa. The thing rolled forward on me when I took the top link out, because I forgot to put this stand down, which is gonna keep it from rolling forward on me, which will be awesome. You learn every day, man. Just learn. What? Learn. Come on! Whatever. Now it didn't roll forward on me this time. Yahtzee, bro. Yahtzee, bro. So, all right, so when the thing's being lifted up and down, when it goes up, essentially it's gonna extend, right? And then when it comes down, it's gonna squish. And then your thought would be just thinking of it on a plain level surface like this, right? But I think you have to account for if this thing goes below grade, it's gonna be pushing this, it's gonna be compressing it even further in. So I wanted to be mindful of that. So I was. Let's get this on the tractor and lift this up and down very carefully and see what's going on. I would tell you though, the couplers, those couplers on the John Deere sucks, man, because this gold ring, you gotta pull it back and then you have to push the shaft forward. So you have to pull this thing back and push it forward at the same time. This is not very ideal. So as you can see, this does not even extend. It really does not move that much, but you need to make sure it's not bottoming out, because it doesn't matter if it's moving a centimeter, man. If you start putting pressure on all this weight from this implement into that gearbox, it is not gonna be a good time. Ugh. It is pouring rain out here right now, but there's no way I'm not gonna throw this thing in the ground and see what it's gonna do. This is killer, guys. Look at it just ripping up the first 3 inches of this ground right here. You're gonna hear the tiller bog down in a second here. Oh, I hit some roots, but dude, this thing powered right through them, and it's built like a tank, so I ain't worried about it. Alright guys, so that rototiller's on there all set. Stay tuned.